Have you ever dreamed of a place where magic is real? Welcome to Unicorn Academy, hidden on the enchanting Unicorn Island. Here, students are chosen to bond with unicorns and learn to protect their magical home. Our story follows Sophia, a new student with a brave heart, and her unicorn Wildstar, whose glowing horn matches her spirit. Sophia's friends, Ava, Isla, Valentina, Isabel, and Rory, each have their own unique unicorns and talents. Together, they learn that being a unicorn rider is a serious responsibility. Their teachers, Miss Rosemary and Mr. Tansy, guide them through magical lessons and the history of the island. The students discover their unicorns have special powers tied to nature, meant to protect Unicorn Island. But mastering magic isn't easy, and teamwork is essential. Sophia and her friends must trust each other and their unicorns as they face new challenges. Life at Unicorn Academy is full of adventure, from enchanted obstacle courses to exploring mysterious woods. The friends soon realize that a great darkness is approaching. They'll need all their courage and friendship to protect their home. This is the beginning of their journey, a story of magic, bravery, and the unbreakable bonds between friends and unicorns. The fate of Unicorn Island rests in their hands. Will they rise to the challenge? Their adventure is about to begin. Welcome to Unicorn Academy. Let the magic unfold. One day, curiosity led Sophia and Isla to the forbidden section of the school library. There, they discovered the Gathering Book, an ancient tome humming with mysterious energy. Ignoring the rules, they opened it, unleashing a wave of chaotic magic. The book revealed stories of legendary riders, dangerous creatures, and the dark force known as grim magic. It warned of Ravenzella, a villainous queen who once threatened the island. In a moment of silliness, Isla kissed the book, causing it to glow and release wild magic throughout the academy. Strange things began happening everywhere. Realizing their mistake, the friends knew they had to fix it before the teachers found out. They gathered together, determined to find answers within the book's pages. This was their first real test as a team. The Gathering Book was more than a collection of secrets. It was a lesson in responsibility. Powerful magic must be respected. Their adventure had truly begun, and the consequences of their curiosity would shape everything that followed. Sometimes, the greatest lessons come from our biggest mistakes. Now, Sophia and her friends had to be brave and wise. The magic they unleashed would change their lives forever. The journey was only beginning. As Sophia and her friends studied the Gathering Book, they learned about grim magic, a dark force that could poison the island. Grim magic threatened to drain life from the land and corrupt the unicorn's source of power, Starglow Lake. If the water was tainted, unicorns would lose their magic, and the island would wither. The friends soon realized this wasn't just a story. The water was already turning dark and dangerous. Teachers warned everyone to keep their unicorns away from the lake. Fear spread through the academy as the threat grew. Sophia and her friends knew they couldn't stand by. They decided to find the source of the contamination and stop it. This was no longer about a magical book. It was about saving their home. The whispers of grim magic had become a real danger. Only the students seemed to understand how urgent the situation was. They had to act quickly, relying on each other and their unicorns. The fate of Unicorn Island depended on their courage and teamwork. The darkness was spreading and time was running out. Would they be able to stop it? Their mission had never been more important. The true test of their friendship had begun. Amidst the growing danger, Sophia's friendship with Ava was tested at the Vision Pool, a magical place that reveals glimpses of the past. Sophia, longing to see her late father, finally saw his image in the water. Just as he was about to speak, Ava, worried for Sophia's safety, pulled her away, breaking the vision. Heartbroken, Sophia lashed out at Ava, unable to see her friend's good intentions. Their fight created tension in the group, making teamwork difficult when they needed it most. Isla, Valentina, and the others tried to help, but the rift remained. With grim magic threatening the island, their broken friendship became a weakness. True friendship is tested in hard times. Sophia and Ava had to learn about forgiveness and understanding. The fate of Unicorn Island depended on them mending their bond. Sometimes the hardest battles are the ones within ourselves. Would they find their way back to each other? Only together could they hope to save their home. The lesson was clear. Unity is their greatest strength. The clock was ticking. Their friendship would decide the outcome of the coming storm. Determined to understand her father's message, Sophia returned to the vision pool. This time, her father's spirit appeared and spoke a grave warning. Rapunzel, the evil queen, was returning. Once defeated and turned to stone, Rapunzel's power was growing again. She sought revenge and planned to cover the island in grim magic. Sophia's father urged her to mend her friendship with Ava, reminding her that only united could they defeat such darkness. Teamwork and forgiveness were their most powerful weapons. The message changed everything for Sophia. Her personal pain seemed small compared to the threat facing Unicorn Island. Inspired by her father's words, Sophia resolved to make amends and rally her friends. Sometimes, hope comes from the past. Sophia now understood what was at stake. She was ready to lead her friends and face the darkness together. The battle ahead would require every ounce of courage and unity they could muster. The time for action had come. The fate of Unicorn Island rested on their ability to stand as one. Rapunzel broke free from her stone prison, her power more terrifying than ever. She unleashed a storm of dark energy, determined to destroy Unicorn Academy and remake the island in her image. With her, she brought a grim unicorn, twisted and shadowy, and an army of gremlins and raider pillars. Fear swept the academy as teachers ordered students to stay inside, preparing magical defenses. But Rapunzel taunted the students, mocking their friendship and daring them to challenge her. Her chilling laughter echoed through the halls, promising darkness. The threat was no longer distant. It was at their doorstep. The students faced a choice: hide or fight. The moment of truth had arrived. The real battle was about to begin. Faced with Rapunzel's threat and the teacher's orders to hide, Sophia and her friends had to decide obey or act. Remembering her father's words, Sophia chose courage. She found Ava, apologized, and shared her vision. Ava forgave her, and their friendship was restored, stronger than ever. Together, they rallied their friends, explaining the danger and their plan to fight back. Despite the risks, everyone agreed they would stand together. Quietly, they prepared for their mission, gathering their unicorns and their courage. They were no longer just students. They were heroes in the making. True bravery is choosing to act, even when you're afraid. The friends believed in their bond and their unicorns. They knew the island needed them. As they slipped out to face Rapunzel, they promised, "We're all in this together." The power of friendship would be their greatest weapon. The time for action was now. They were ready to face the darkness. Together they would fight for Unicorn Island. The adventure had never been more real. Under a sky darkened by magic, Sophia and her friends confronted Rapunzel at Starglow Lake. The evil queen mocked them, unleashing her grim unicorn and army of minions. The young riders remembered their training, using their unicorns' unique powers to defend each other. Ava's glacier created icy shields, Rory's cinder-blasted fire, and together they formed a circle of light. Their friendship and teamwork pushed back the shadows. Rapunzel, furious, attacked with grim magic, but the friends combined their powers to create a rainbow shield. The dark energy shattered against their unity. The battle raged on, testing their courage and resolve. Sophia realized this was the moment her father had prepared her for. Their teamwork was their greatest strength. Even as exhaustion set in, they refused to give up. They fought for their unicorns, their school, and each other. Against all odds, their friendship held strong. They proved that even a small group of friends could stand up to great evil. Unicorn Island's fate hung in the balance. The final stand had begun. In the end, Sophia and her friends learned the greatest lesson of all. Their true power was friendship. United, they overcame fear, darkness, and even their own mistakes. Teamwork and trust made them stronger than any magic. They discovered that courage means acting despite fear, and that heroes come in all sizes. Their adventure showed that love and friendship are the most powerful magic of all. The bonds they forged would last a lifetime. Unicorn Academy was safe, but their journey was just beginning. When friends stand together, anything is possible. The magic of Unicorn Island lives on in their hearts. And so their story continues. Braver, wiser, and forever united,